Good morning, students. Welcome. Today we are going to start the first lesson of the political science post World War political developments. Now, this part is to be revised. We are revising it. In the civics textbook, till now we have studied local self government, institutions, India's constitutions, and our political systems, our governmental structure. In this class, we are going to study the India's relations with the world. Okay, in this lesson, we are going to study the relation between our India as well as the outer country, other countries in the world. You must have understood world geography through the study of geography. We have become familiar with the global historical events through the study of history. Now, through the study of political science, we are going to study India's relation with the world and some major global issue. Okay, in this part we are going to study the India's relationship with the world and some major global issue related to us. We are dependent on different persons, institutions and organizations in the society for different reasons and for different facility. Our social life is interdependent and mutual cooperation has a very important place in it. Means हम लोग क्या किसी न किसी रूप से दूसरे के ऊपर निर्भर है. वी आर डिपेंड अपॉन अदर पीपल इन द इंस्टीट्यूशन, इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. किसी चीज़ में कहाँ पे आप काम करते हो वहाँ पे भी आपको क्या किसी न किसी के ऊपर डिपेंड करते हो. कुछ जानकारी हासिल करना चाहते हो या किसी के अंडर आप काम करते हो, यू आर डिपेंड अपॉन दैट पर्सन. वैसे ही आवर कंट्रीज ऑल्सो इज डिपेंड अपॉन अदर countries from the other countries also. Our social life is interdependent and mutual cooperation. अपना लाइफ क्या है? इंटरडिपेंडेंट, मतलब एक दूसरे से जुड़ा हुआ है, एक दूसरे के ऊपर हम लोग निर्भर है. एंड म्यूचुअल cooperation has a very important place in it. Just as it is true about the individuals and the society, it implies to different nations as well. It applies to different nations as well. It is true individuals, as it is true about the individuals and the society, it applies to different nations as well. दूसरा nations को भी apply होता है ये सब चीज़ें. There are many independent nations in the world like India. यहाँ बहुत सारे independent nations है जैसे कि इंडिया. Some exchange and interactions goes on between them constantly. मीन्स देयर इज समथिंग एक्सचेंज एंड इंटरेक्शन गोस. एक दूसरे से बातचीत या कुछ एक्सचेंज की तरफ चीज़ें, एक्सपोर्ट्स, एक्सचेंज, वॉट एवर इट इज, देयर इज कॉन्स्टेंटली गोइंग ऑन, मतलब लगातार चलते ही आ रहा है. दिस इंडिपेंडेंट स्टेट ऑल्सो एंटर्स इनटू द ट्रीटीज विद ईच अदर. दे हैव द ट्रीटीज ऑल्सो, मतलब एक समझौता होता है देशों के बीच में. तो ये समझौता उनके साथ होता रहता है हर एक स्टेट की, हर एक कंट्री में किसी न किसी रूप में. ए सिस्टम ऑफ ऑल दिस इंडिपेंडेंट सॉवरेन स्टेट्स कम्स अप. वी कॉल इट इंटरनेशनल सिस्टम. लेट अस गेट टू नो सम फीचर्स ऑफ द इंटरनेशनल सिस्टम. Interdependence. See, what is interdependence? All the countries of the world are dependent on each other for one reason or the other. Means all the countries are depend on each other. किसी न किसी रीज़न की वजह से एक दूसरे से वो जुड़े हुए हैं. However big, prosperous or developed a nation may be, it can never be self-sufficient about all the needs. यानी अगर कोई भी कंट्री कितना ही प्रॉस्परस, कितना ही ये हो, प्रॉस्परस या डेवलप नेशन क्यों ना हो, पर ये नहीं हम बोल सकते कि वो हर एक तरह से सेल्फ सफिशिएंट है ना, सारी चीज़ें वो अपने लिए यूज़ कर सकता है. Even big nation have to depend upon other big and the small nation. कितने भी big nations क्यों ना हो, they have to depend on other nation or the small nations. Thus interdependence is an important feature of the international system, today's global system. That is what we are saying. कितने ही बड़े ही कंट्री, कितने ही डेवलप्ड कंट्री क्यों ना हो, they are depend upon the other countries. किसी न किसी सूरत से उनको किसी की मदद की ज़रूरत रहती है, किसी चीज़ों की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, भले वो छोटे उनके बराबर के ही कंट्री क्यों ना हो या उनसे छोटे कंट्री क्यों ना हो. तो दैट शोज द इंटरडिपेंडेंस, मीन्स यू आर डिपेंड अपॉन द अदर कंट्रीज. I wonder, see what is that? What is the difference between the interdependence between the individuals and that between the nations? इस कुछ सवाल है. Is there such a divisions like rich countries and poor countries? Just as a country is governed by the constitution, is there some kind of constitutions at the global level? Who enjoys the supreme position in the international system? Now see international relation through the foreign policy. Every nation has policies about its internal dealings as well as also about its relation with the other nations. Such a policy is called as foreign policy. We are going to study India's foreign policy in the detail in the next chapter. So what they are saying, every nation has a policy. हर एक nation का अपना अपना policy होता है about their internal dealing. अंदरूनी बात डील करने के लिए हर एक का अपना अपना एक पॉलिसीज होता है एंड ऑल्सो अबाउट इट्स रिलेशन विद द अदर नेशन, और उनका रिलेशन दूसरे नेशन के. सच पॉलिसी इज कॉल्ड एज फॉरेन पॉलिसी. ऐसे पॉलिसी को हम लोग फॉरेन पॉलिसी बोलते हैं. Collect newspapers for a month and take cuttings of news about the different foreign countries. Classify the news on the basis of the points given below and put up an exhibition. The visit to our country of person holding important positions in the other nation. Now the visit to our country, कौन से अपने कंट्री में कौन से लोग बड़े अदर कंट्री के कौन से लीडर्स लोग यहाँ पे आए हैं. दैट ट्रीटीज साइन बिटवीन आवर कंट्री एंड द अदर कंट्रीज. जो समझौता ट्रीटीज साइन किए गए अपने कंट्री और दूसरे कंट्री के लिए. एन इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस कन्वेंट इन आवर कंट्री इवेंट्स विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू आवर नेबरिंग कंट्री. यानी जो भी इवेंट्स हुए हैं नेबरिंग कंट्री के साथ उसके अकाउंट्स वगैरह ध्यान. नाउ द बैकग्राउंड. The world in which we live today has been shaped through the many events and the developments. Hence, we need to go back to the history in order to understand today's world. We know that 2 world wars are fought in the last century. These were the most important events in the world in that century. The world completely changed because of them. New currents of thought emerged. Let us understand what else happened due to this world war. Okay, to understand the present, it is quite necessary to know the past. So we are talking about the backgrounds and all. The world which we live has been shaped through the many events. यानी अपने जो धरती पे रहते हैं, जो दुनिया में रहते हैं, उसमें काफ़ी सारे इवेंट्स एंड डेवलपमेंट्स हैज बीन डन. We know that 2 worlds were fought in the last centuries and all, and this had a lot of effect and that changed many of the man's mind, and changes has been brought up after this world war. Now we are talking of the First World War. The First World War was fought between 1914 and 1918. Major countries of the Europe took part in it. Europe had very central place in the international or global system of that time. Okay, the First World War was fought between 1914 to 1918. इसके बीच युद्ध छिड़ी थी फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर. द मेजर कंट्रीज ऑफ यूरोप, मेजर कंट्री जो यूरोप के जो मेजर कंट्रीज थे वो सब इन्वॉल्व थे. द वॉर कॉज ए ट्रेमेंडस लॉस ऑफ लाइफ एंड प्रॉपर्टी. नेचुरली वॉर से काफ़ी सारे लाइफ जाने जाती है, इवन द लॉस ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी ऑल्सो. The countries which joined the war suffered tremendous economic losses. Even the countries which do not join the war was impacted by the war. Means whoever participated in the world war, they were also affected, and also the person also those countries who has not participated also they had an impact on the war. यानी उस war का impact उनके पर भी रहा है जिन्होंने इस युद्ध में शामिल नहीं थे. The economics of the victorious as well as the losing countries collapsed. जो भी इकोनॉमिक है, जो आर्थिक परिस्थिति क्या है, वॉर की वजह से गड़बड़ा जाता है या वो नुकसान उठाता है. Countries involved in the First World War, see these Allied powers ब्रिटेन, फ्रांस, रशियन, इटली, अमेरिकन, ये एलाइड पावर्स में थे वर्ल्ड वॉर फर्स्ट में। और दूसरा सेंट्रल पावर में जर्मनी, ऑस्ट्रिया, हंगरी, तुर्की एंड बल्गेरिया। At the end of the First World War, all the nations felt that such a war should not be happen again, and some measures need to be taken to achieve that end. So it was decided that such war should not happen because there is a lot of loss of the property as well as the life, and totally the lives has been completely changed due to the World War. तो ऐसा सोचा गया कि इस तरह का वॉर कभी कभी होना नहीं चाहिए। An international organization called the League of Nations was established to outward synergy. For that, a constitution organization was formed. एक इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फॉर्म किया गया लीग ऑफ नेशन करके, सो दैट इस चीज़ में लोग बातचीत कर सके कि देयर शुड बी नो सच वॉर्स व्हाट दे हैड फेस इन द फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर. It became an important platform to solve international dispute and carry out negotiation. So this was the platform. League of Nations was the platform to solve international disputes. मतलब जो दो देशों के अगेंस्ट जो डिस्प्यूट मतभेद या जो भी लड़ाई होती है उसको सॉर्ट आउट करना है बातचीत के द्वारा, नेगोशिएशंस में विद द वे ऑफ टॉकिंग, बातचीत से हल किया जा सकता है इंस्टेड ऑफ लड़ाई के. The main responsibility of the League of Nations was to understand to avoid the war. The main intention क्या है कि लीग ऑफ नेशन का that there should be no war. After the First World War, major changes came about in Europe and outside Europe. For example, earlier empires in the Europe collapsed and new nations came into being. So what happened after the First World War? Major changes came. जो अर्लियर एम्पायर्स थे यूरोप में दैट ऑल कोलैप्स, मतलब वो गिर गए और नए नेशन फॉर्म हो गए. Many European countries had their colonies in the continents of Africa and Asia. Movements of independence started in this colony. This movement challenged the hegemony of the European nations. League of Nations was established after the First World War to establish peace. Okay, this was the main intention, that you should maintain peace in the world. But it did not succeed at preventing the war. But it was not able to stop the war. Autocratic regimes came up in the Germany, Italy, Spain and other countries. All this development culminated in the Second World War. ये सब लोग मिलके ये सारे कंट्रीज की वजह से दोबारा देयर वाज ए सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर. जर्मनी, इटली, स्पेन एंड अदर कंट्रीज, इनके they were all involved in the Second World War. Okay. Indian soldier on the battlefield. Think and write. The autocratic dictatorial regime of the Hitler came up in Germany. What would have happened had the democratic traditions been strong in Germany? What precautions should we take in order to prevent the rise of the autocratic regime? This is think and write. What is your opinion? The League of Nations established to prevent war, but it failed to avoid war. What measures should the League have taken to prevent war? Okay, here I am stopping. तो आप लोगों को समझ में आया रहेगा कि League of Nations was formed to prevent the war, but still it failed. After all this, इतनी सारी कोशिशों के बावजूद भी it failed, and again the Second World War was there. तो allied powers क्या है, सेंट्रल पावर्स में कौन कौन है, we can know that. The First World War 1914 को स्टार्ट हो गया and it ended to 1918. Due to this, there was a large loss of property as well as the loss of lives, which completely changed the mindset of the peoples and all were shattered down. Okay, here I am ending with the remaining part will be explained to you in the next lecture. Bye, see you.